na po ang kampo ng Vice President. Nabasa na po ba ninyo? At kumusta po yung sagot ng Vice Presidente?
Well, apparently for me, it doesn't seem like an answer, no? While I was reading
Hindi talaga yun. Di ba? Kasi parang gusto mong diktahan ang camera na, uy, ano nyo na yung ano ko, kumbaga, ibasura nyo na yan. Hindi naman talaga yun yung sagot eh. Di ba? Hindi sagot yun. Kundi parang dinidiktahan mo sila at sinisisi mo pa. Dapat sagutin mo sino si Mary Grace Piatos. 125 million. Meron pang overall 600 plus million yung confidential funds, di ba? O dapat yun sagutin mo yung mga bribery mo, yung mga panunuhol mo, Sara, yung mga pagbabanta mo. Yun dapat yung nilalaman ng sagot mo. Hindi yung didiktahan mo sila na, oy, ako, si Sara Duterte, kailangang itigil yun na yan. Pwede ba yun? Okay nang ina. Hindi pwede yun, Sara. Alam mo naman kung sino.
the answer, it looks like a motion to dismiss, no? At maliwanag sa ating rules of impeachment ng House of Representatives that motion to dismiss is a prohibited pleading dito sa impeachment proceeding, no? At least if I base it on the allegations contained in the answer, hindi siya responsive dun sa grounds, dun sa offenses alleged in the impeachment complaint. In effect, parang hindi sumagot, and instead, they are questioning the proceeding before the Justice Committee in support of their intention to dismiss the impeachment complaint, no? At least, from my perspective as a lawyer, that's how I see the answer of the Vice President.
Opo. Kung ang binabanggit po kasi ng kampo ng Vice President, kasi from the beginning naman daw po, hindi rin naman daw po malinaw yung mga detalyadong akusasyon.
Hindi natumbok.
Oo, wala din naman natumbok. Kaya paano sila sasagot ng punto por punto kung hindi naman daw malinaw yung mga ibinabato laban sa Vice President?
Of course, we beg to
Hindi ba malinaw si Mary Grace? Hindi ba malinaw yung pagbabanta mo? Hindi ba malinaw yung panunuhol mo? Kaya? Hindi malinaw yun. Baka hangover ba to? Hangover ka ba, Sara?
disagree to that, no? Na saksihan ng sambayan ng Pilipino ang ating naging deliberasyon. Una ay sa sufficiency in form, pangalawa ay sa sufficiency in substance, and apparently, maliwanag yung grounds na inilatag ng ating mga complainants doon. That is why we are giving opportunity to the Vice President, our respondent, to respond dun sa mga offenses at sa mga grounds na na-incorporate dun sa dalawang complaints, no? Ngayon, considering that the answer is not responsive to the complaint, it appears like unrebutted yung mga allegations ng complainant. Kumbaga, since hindi sinagot directly, it is as if tinanggap yung allegations na ito and we will be perceiving this as general denial ng mga allegations doon sa complaint, no?
So, yan ang sagot ni Sara Duterte, parang sa madaling salita, pagka nung nabasa nila, hindi talaga yun yung sagot. 'Di ba? Hindi talaga yun yung sagot. So, parang nung natanggap nila yung papel, walang kwenta yung sagot, Asan yung basurahan, Lagay na natin sa basurahan to, walang kwenta ituloy natin tong impeachment na to kasi walang kwenta. Binigyan ng chance, hindi naman inayos. 'Di ba? Nagbida-bida pa. So, good luck.
We respect the opinion of the camp of the Vice President, but of course, we've been very cautious in the compliance to our rules, and the members voted, and we have to understand that in matters of sufficiency of form and substance, ang sabi sa ruling ng Merceditas Gutierrez, this is based on the exclusive judgment of the individual members, no? Nakita natin yung boto, 54 versus 1. So it only means that the members of the Justice Committee are all satisfied that these two complaints, the third and the fourth, both complied, not only in form, but even in substance. Actually, sayang yung opportunity na sana na-address lahat ng mga alleged offenses and grounds sapagkat ito yung matagal nang hinihintay ng ating mga kapwa Pilipino, ang kasagutan sa mga allegations laban sa ating Vice President.
Sayang yung chance na binigay sa kanya. Tama po yun. Binigyan ka na ng chance pagkahaba. Ilang araw yun Ilang araw. Ang last na sagot mo kahapon. Last day kahapon. Pero sinayang ni Sara Duterte. Diba? Hindi naman talaga niya masasagot. Kasi kung alam mo sa sarili mo na ginawa mo talaga yon, guilty ka, hindi mo kayang sagutin yan. Magagawa ka lang ng palusot. Diba? Magpapalusot ka na lang. Tulad ng ginawa mo sa sagot mo. Hindi naman talaga sagot Diba? Parang motion to dismiss ba tawag doon? Hindi sagot yun, Sara. So ngayon, sinayang mo yung chance na yun. Wala na. Last na yun eh. Good luck.
Presidente.
Bastos tong ads na to umuungol-ungol pa.
So,
Umuungol-ungol pa yung ads. Ayun na, palitan nyo naman yung ads na yan.
ibig po bang sabihin nito, ma'am, ay hindi na natin talaga makikilala si Mary Grace Piatos and friends?
We will simply proceed, Doris, no? So, on Wednesday, mag-discuss lang tayo ng preliminary matters because I understand that the complainants still have a period of 3 days to file answer. And upon receipt of which, mayroon ulit ang ating Vice Presidente 3 days to file rejoinder, no? So, on Wednesday, because we want to take advantage of the opportunity na last session dito, we will be discussing some preliminary matters. Like, for example, ano bang appreciation ng House members with respect to the motion? Ano ba ang appreciation ng members with respect to the transfer of custody? Meron bang kailangan baguhin among the ground rules? We need to seek the permission also of the plenary with respect to the intention to hold session during recess, no? So itong mga matters na to gusto namin mapag-usapan on the last day of our session sapagkat may mga kakailanganin kaming permission, conformity or authority that will be coming from the plenary, no? So we are taking advantage of the last session day on March 18, that is Wednesday. Bagaman, as early as now, we are inclined already to really proceed to hearing the impeachment complaints during recess. Yun nga lang, we need first to seek the authority from the plenary, no? So this Wednesday, preliminary matters muna. And then, perhaps, ang kasunod dyan, determination of sufficiency in ground kapag kumpleto na ang responsive pleadings. And after determination of sufficiency in grounds, we can proceed to the hearing proper where the committee is already authorized to address the motions, the request, and all other matters concerning evidence and witnesses which will be presented by the parties, no? So indeed, Robert and Doris, if it will be declared na merong sufficient ground, magkakaroon po ng mini trial, should I say, before the Justice Committee.
Ayun naman pala, partner. So, kasama din po dyan, ma'am, yung issue po ng conflict of interest. Nung
Sobrang nangako kay Kong Luistro. Galing niya. Magaling po yan si Congresswoman Luistro, no? At kung yan man po ay tatakbo bilang senador, bay dapat po suportahan yan. Diba? Parang siya yung parang magiging Miriam Defensor ba yun dati? Matalino eh. Kaya ang mga matatalino po, kailangan po natin yan sa gobyerno, di ba?
dalawang abogado ni VP Sara.
I think, Doris,
sabi
it can
po ni
be
Attorney
considered.
Po. Sige po, go ahead, ma'am.
I think this can be considered as preliminary matters, no? So kung may concern talaga yung justice members about the entry of appearance of Attorney Poe and Attorney Monsayak, dapat ngayong Wednesday ma-address na din ito. So that come the determination of sufficiency in ground, tuloy-tuloy na tayo sa hearing proper.
Kung isa pa po, pagdating daw sa determination ninyo ng sufficiency in form, in substance, iba yung standards ninyo pagdating sa President, iba yung nagiging standards ninyo pagdating sa Vice President.
I don't think so, Robert, no? Kasi maliwanag yung naging manifestation ng mga justice members doon sa impeachment against the President. The complainant failed to show the personal participation of the President in the commission of the offense which are being charged to the ground of impeachment. Like for example, yung sinasabi nilang corruption. The members were asking the complainant, what proof do you have to show the personal participation of the President? That is necessary for us to be able to establish the factual nexus, yung connection between the offense and the ground, which is present doon sa impeachment complaint against the Vice President. The example that I commonly cite is the threat as one of the grounds, no? It was the Vice President herself who was uttering those threats to the public, and those threats are addressed to the President, the First Lady, and the former Speaker. So, yung hinahanap ng members na personal participation sa impeachment against the President, nakita nila dito kay Vice President. Kasi dun sa threat nga, as an example, it was herself who was uttering those threats, no? So, they are
Sabi niya doon, ikaw Bongbong Marcos, Liza Marcos, Martin Romualdez, putang ina ninyong lahat. Kumuha na ako ng may kinuntak na ako. Sabi ko, pag ako namatay, yan si Bongbong Marcos, yan si Liza Marcos, Martin Romualdez. Patayin mo yan, wag mong tigilan. Ano yun? And then kinabukasan, interview na sa kanya. Ay, wala akong sinabing ganun na. Baliw.
alleging that
Anong tawag doon? Impeachable yun ah.
that personal participation constitute the offense that establishes the ground for impeachment. No? Let us go back to the ruling in Mercedes Gutierrez. Sa determination ng form and substance, the Supreme Court said this will be based in the exclusive judgment of the members of the Justice Committee. 54-1. So, more than the majority, the super majority have spoken already that the third and the fourth impeachment complaint both complied in the standards of form and substance.
Alright.
And pagdating dun sa sinasabi nilang may disparity or nag-double standard kami with respect dun sa aming impeachment proceeding against the President vis-a-vis the impeachment proceeding against the Vice President, we totally disagree to that. Kasi very evident yung requirement ng personal participation for us to be able to establish factual nexus. Dun kay Presidente, walang personal participation. Dito kay VP, take the case of threat. Very clear ang personal participation.
Alright.
At least I am amplifying the arguments that were raised by the members of the Justice Committee. This is me amplifying the arguments, the manifestations that were shared by the Justice members during the deliberation of both impeachment complaints. One against the President and the other against the Vice President.
Okay, klaro. Partner.
Ayan na, kung sasabihin yung bias po si Pong Luistro mga pre, mukhang hindi naman po. Kasi si PBBM, may nag-file po ng impeachment kay PBBM, pero hindi po maliwanag yung may ebidensya doon about sa Pangulo na sinasabi lang naman na magnanakaw si PBBM ganito ganyan. Saan nyo kinuha yung mga ebidensya? Diyan lang, sa ano lang, sa mga website na kung saan-saan. Yun lang mga ebidensya nila, walang kwenta. Pero si Sara Duterte, siya kasi mismo yung nagsalita noon na ipapapatay yung tatlong malalaking tao na to. Diba? At nanuhul pa, may confidential funds pa, may madriaga pa, o matibay na ebidensya yun para mapatalsik si Sara Duterte bilang presidente ng mga tanga. Oo. Pero syempre, vice president siya ngayon. Pag yan ay napatalsik, wala na. Wala na siyang, hindi na siya makakatakbo nun sa kahit anong sangay ng gobyerno. Wala na. Huwag kayo mag-alala kasi pag na-impeach na patalsik yan si Sara, na-impeach po yan, may Basti pa naman kayo eh. Pag na-impeach si Baste, may ano pa kayo? May pulong pa kayo. 'Di ba? Pag na patalsik yung si Pulong, may Umar pa kayo. Pag napatalsik si Umar, may ano pa kayo? May Kitty Duterte pa kayo. Pag na-impeach si Kitty Duterte sa 2040, sabi nila, kayo mag-alala. May hanilit pa kayo. Yang anak ko, bata pa man yan. Bata pa daw yung anak niya, may gatas pa daw sa labi. Tas ayun, naghubad-hubad. Nag-inom-inom ng alak. Kabata pa talaga, no? Ano pa yung sabi ni Kitty doon sa, may video na lumabas para siyang baliw doon. Sabi ni Kitty, ano yun? Binidyohan din siya ng nung boyfriend niya eh. Di ba, yung boyfriend niya rin pinapahamak din si Kitty, no? Ano yun, uy, grabe ka, a lonely TV, ha? Ay, nako, kayo ano reaction dito mga pre, and comment down below para pumabasa natin yung inyong kanya-kanyang opinion at reaction. So ayun hanggang dito lang muna yung ating live ngayon. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsama sa atin at yun na nga may TikTok, may Facebook po tayo dyan. Ayan at kalembangin nyo na lang po yan. Ayan.